Good morning, guys. Yes, I do still have my sore throat. But anyway, big news is I got this little fella done yesterday, the little Doxie necklace. There we go. Almost got it. Geez, I should have had this in my hand beforehand time. Okay, there he is. Little flying dachshund. Yeah. So, yeah, he's so cute. But anyway, this thing, it took all morning to make him. And I was like, oh, for crying out loud. And the reason it did is because you were hand stitching it and you were back stitching it all the way along the way. And it looks like it wouldn't take that long, but even the woman who designed it said it will take an entire evening to make him. Well, it took an entire morning. And there's a couple reasons why it takes that long. One is trying to you're sewing it together. Remember, you got your right sides facing one another, and then you're sewing around it, and then you're going to have to poke it back right side out without ripping the seams. And that's hard because you've got that tiny little nose that's all got to be pushed back through. Worse with the tail. Legs aren't as bad, but between the tail and the nose, it was quite an accomplishment trying to get it through. And this is what I used, a pokey stick that you use to work with fiber fill. I used it to try to poke through. And at the same time, while you're pushing and you're pulling and I've even used a needle a straight pin to try to get the very tips to come forward. It was just really time consuming having to be so careful. And then, once it came to stuffing it with polyfill, I should have known better. This is not the right polyfill to use. Wrong polyfill. And like I said, I should have known better because I did up an entire video on the right types of polyfill to use for various projects. Yay me! Wasn't thinking. But unfortunately, Walmart's not selling the proper, really good, firm, premium type of polyfill. They're selling this springy, bouncy stuff. So no matter how many times you try to poke, what trick you try to use, this stuff, once you try to squeeze it down into these legs, you'll notice in the legs there is no fiber fill. Can't get it in there because when you try to push it in, it pops back out. Springy fiber fill. So it needed the type that's a lot like cotton, has a cotton fill, and that when you push that one into a spot, it stays. And I really wished I'd had that for this. Now there's nothing inside the ears at all. The ears are flippy fine. Getting it into the tail was a big challenge, and to the point that I finally just gave up. And then the other problem I had was, as you can see right here, you see how icky that looks? And it's because it was so fine, and I guess maybe it's because I'm old, but you're trying to take the material and bend it down a bit. So you've got the edging, twisted inside. Couldn't do it at all. There was no way to do that. So I finally got mad and I said, forget it. And I just stitched the whole thing up because originally I did have intentions that if it looked nice, I was going to put it inside of my Etsy shop. Well, it's definitely flunks quality control, put it that way. But it does look really cute when you put it on. And the nice thing too about the leash, as it's referred to, is that you can tie it on a little kid to any length that you want to put it. And it's just really super cute. And what you could do is take pictures of dogs and maybe run it through, get a side picture of a dog and then run it through print it out on your printer and then put it on a light box and trace over it, and then you could enlarge that tracing up in order to create a pattern outline for the dog. Or you could even, well, if you have a Wacom tablet, you could bring up an image and then trace around it and use that and print it out as your pattern piece. And then you can have all kinds of different dogs to use, you know, for this, whatever your kid's favorite dog is. But anyways, this is really cute, and I'm probably going to try it again. But this time what I'll do is I'll use the sewing machine and see how it works with that. And I'm not so sure I can use the sewing machine on the ears, but, you know, if I could cut down some length of time on this, that would be great. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing today, and I'm probably going to do up another video on more along the business line today. So be on the lookout for it, and I'll be mentioning that in the Facebook fan page. So if you're haven't liked the Facebook fan page yet, there's a link below. And I will catch you guys later. And thanks so much for watching. See you later, guys.